Okay, great. So as I was telling yesterday that I'll be demonstrating one snowscape today. So this is the reference that I have taken, right? So it has got few shapes that will be sketching. As you can see, I've not done this sketch today. I'll start from the scratch, sketch all these elements here. Then we'll start the painting, right? So I'll just, without wasting time, I'll just start the sketch. And I'm just removing this piece of paper from here. I think I've shared the reference with you. Please follow that, and later on I'll bring that when I'll be painting. Okay. The shapes which is showing the snows covered on the rooftop, that will be just keeping our paper white to create that nice effect, right? I'll just sketch those shapes. Okay, I think that will be enough to in terms of this sketch. I think rest of the things, not many things are there to sketch in after this, right? This trees and all which are there in the close by, those things we can obviously do with our colors, right? Okay, great. Let me just explain a little bit about the process that we will follow. I think most of the things I have already discussed yesterday. So similar approach will again follow here, right? So first thing, what it should be like, we should have this plan ready in our mind, right? How we should progress, what all elements will be painting first, and what will be the sequence of painting those elements, and also the different stages that will be going through, right? So in this case, yesterday's subject was kind of little bit similar, right? Also we had a similar kind of nice misty background and this kind of houses. So what we did last in the last session, we painted this kind of areas first, then we moved back and painted the background, right? So as I was mentioning, there are plenty of ways you can do. We can, one can start from the sky also and come back to this area, and later on you can finish this much of areas, right? So we're going to follow that sequence today. So we'll start with the sky, right? Then it'll come down, and then we'll be start painting this areas, then this particular area in the background, then once this particular area is done, then we'll come back to finish this house portions to finish the painting, right? So that will be our sequence of painting, paint this particular topic, right? Okay, one thing to notice here is in terms of the tonal value, that you have to notice that when you are going to keep white of the paper for this rooftop and this this foreground area, this flat area that you see here. So basically, and also there are few areas which is covered by the snow. If you can notice here inside this forest, in this particular area, those are also covered with the snow, but that particular place doesn't have this tonal value same as this area, right? So what we'll try to do is, when you'll give this first verse with a very light gray color for this house, will cover up those areas as well, right? Then when we shall paint this background areas, then we'll come back and paint the rest of the areas, right? So those are the difference that you have to notice also, that although those are the same kind of object, but there is a tonal value difference, right? That also you have to notice. Great, no? Okay, fine, then I'll just quickly go ahead and start painting. Just give me a second. Okay, so I have not changed anything in terms of my color palette. All are remaining same here, right? So as I was telling yesterday, that once you're done with your plan making thing, also you should be prepared with the color puddles before you start painting some areas or some elements in your painting, right? So now I'll be preparing some colors so that I can continuously paint at least from this sky area to this particular area to finish it up, right? So I'll just mix some cool gray color for this area as well as for this area, no? Basically, I'll be mixing a bit of Payne's gray here, and this is too cool for me as I see in the reference, so I'll be mixing little bit of burnt sienna to it to get that warm nature in that gray color. But again, this is having some difference between these two, so that I can make use of both the colors. Also in this area with the same color, I'll try to make it little more cooler, so I'll be adding little royal blue that is there in my palette. I think this much will be enough to paint because it doesn't have much of color variation. And again, that I was telling yesterday, just you have to look at the type of edge you are trying to paint. So As we come down from this sky after painting, you will see this area is completely having some very nice soft edges, right? So we'll be painting weight on weight again to paint this area. So I'm using again this mouth sprayer to make the paper wet. Just give me a second, I'll switch off my fan. I'm just trying to cover these areas because I need to have hard edges. I need to shape those areas as the white of the paper, right? So I'm just trying to shape those areas from this water droplets. A very light wash of those grays that I have mixed, that I'll be using for the sky. As I come down, I'm just trying to remove the colors from my brush, just trying to get a very light wash. See, these areas were covered by the snow as well, right? But this particular area is having little more intensity of color than this foreground, right? So that's why I'm just trying to cover up in this particular light wash itself, so that we have those effect. There's a difference between this color tone and this color tone. In these areas, I have to be little careful when I'm moving my brush around these shapes, because those are the white of the paper that I have to shape carefully, right? Now this gray I had mixed here, right, mostly with the Payne's gray. I'll add up a little bit of burnt sienna to it. Very light wash I'll keep. And what I'll do is, I've just tilted my canvas to that side a little bit, so that it has that that flow of its own, and I'll not disturb that much. Maybe some area I need to create little darker, so as long as the paper is wet, I'm just adding little more tone in that. Same color. Okay, so now we'll come back to this particular area for this forest to paint in the background. But as you notice it very carefully that this area is literally closer than this area if you see from this, this end, right? So we'll have little darker tone in our brush and we'll paint over that. For those area, I'm just adding little bit of burnt umber to that previous mixture. And I think this area is bit dried up, so carefully I'll just put little more water to that area and I'll see how it reacts. I have not changed anything in the color palette, same Payne's gray and this royal blue I have little bit mixed, and this burnt sienna is there. See this area, I'm painting over this area, right? Because this area is much closer to that and also has little more intensity, as you see this area, right? Now if you look at the reference, that you'll see that this area, it is flowing little more, so I just need to remove this path to flow in this area because I want to save those snow to show also, right? So I'll not let this to flow further in this down. Okay. Now what I'll do is I'll just take up a small brush, right? Small mop I am taking, adding a little bit of Payne's gray to it and also ultramarine to it to have that gray more towards the cool in nature. And my brush will have very less water as compared to the previous strokes. Further, I'll remove some water from my brush because I'm going to work on this area, right? Those are already wet in nature and also continuously it's drying out. Just to add little more depth, I'm just adding few more strokes here. I want you guys to follow the reference that I've shared in the WhatsApp. Why am I doing this? You can correlate actually with the if you look at the reference. See, this area is still wet, right? I'm just trying to make use of that. So I'm very attentive at this moment because I need to save this white of the paper to create those snow shapes, right? Okay, great. I think this background portion is almost done for this moment. Now I need to keep it for drying. Right. As you can see that I've changed this shape a little bit as I was wondering to paint maybe a bit more simpler way. I have kept these shapes, right? Now I'll go ahead and paint these houses, all the shapes that is there. Are we good till this point? Anybody is painting with me?
I'm not painting, I'm watching because I want to
Okay. Okay.
rewatch. But
Fine.
it's beautiful how the burnt sienna is separated from the paints on top, and it's created a nice blend.
Correct. So that's what the mixing I was showing right in the very beginning, that when I was mixing that Payne's gray with the burnt sienna, I did not mix those two colors completely. I just kept them, little separated from each other so that I can make use of both the colors at the same time. And the similar kind of thing I wanted, that they should get mixed in the paper itself to give us a little different flavor of it. Okay, I think this portion is when it's done. I'll just move to this area, and as you can see, what I'll mix for this house, the left hand side house is, I'll take up little big brush maybe. Yeah, what I'm mixing is burnt umber, burnt sienna. Those are two very close colors, but still that has difference. And I'll add up little crimson lake to it as well. Still I have not achieved those color that is there. Maybe it is little more dark, so I'll add up little Payne's gray to it to get that color. Yes, I think now I'm close. Let's just keep it together. I think, yeah, that's the kind of color that is there in the left hand side house. And I'll make it little more dark, so, and that will keep it aside so that I can use of this for the darker areas in that. Great, now I'm ready. I'll start painting that. See, now I'm painting completely on the dry sheet, right? So that's why my brush is fully loaded with colors as well as water, so that wherever I am leaving the previous stroke, I can connect with that in the next strokes. When I'll be painting this, I have to keep in mind, I have to very attentive to shape those white of the paper to create those shapes of the snows. More burnt sienna, little more. Now, if you notice at this house, no, so this a particular area in the top, that is bit darker than this area, right? Since my paper is still wet, I can use always the dark tone in that, so that those two colors get mixed one with another. So nothing else I'll mix. I'll just, burnt sienna, crimson lake, and this Payne's gray to get that dark tone. But my if you notice, my brush has very less water now. Wherever the darks are needed at this moment, I'm putting. For the other house, that's also kind of having similar tone, I'm just adding a little bit of crimson and burnt umber and burnt sienna. For the other side, I'll just make it little darker. So I'm just taking up those dark mixture to the previous mix. Again, same thing, not much of difference. Most of the houses are having same colors, right? We are good, right? Till this point, not much of confusion. Very simple thing I did. I think these areas are dried now. I'll just put the details in this house. I'm just getting some dark color, nothing much. The same paints gray and burnt sienna, bit of crimson lake to it, more burnt sienna and more paints gray. I think this is okay. Same dark color. Okay, so this area is not dried out yet. Okay, this particular areas are not dried now. I'll not go to these areas to paint the details now. Okay, so now if you notice the reference here, you will see this tree. There are few more trees out there which are more close to these houses or near to this area, right? So those things I have not included in that. Now since these areas are more close to that, so we should paint those trees over this area, right? Now I'll go and paint this with little more dark values so that it comes out naturally. I'll just mix up little more, little dark green, preferably the same paints gray that I had in the palette. I'll just add up little bit of lemon yellow to it. Very dark is mostly towards the black only, but right, fine. Okay, before that, I think I forgot to connect this this shape, right? As you notice, between this particular shape and there is one more shape which is connecting between this snowy area and this area, right? That is not there. I should paint this first, then I'll move to the other one. Little bit burnt sienna to it. Now I'm going back to that very dark green mixture, only paints gray and lemon yellow. Again, I'll do the same thing. I'll just reserve this area, put some water here. See, this is very bad. Use these papers always. This is very handy whenever unexpected things happen. You can always remove the colors with this. With the same dark green, let us just try to create some more safe here, like some of the branches, the trees that I want to I think now it's the time we can think something to change in the foreground area. It's looking very flat, right? Not many things I'll do. I'll just try to give some light strokes of this gray that I was mixing. I'll just add a little bit of royal blue to it. Very light gray, right? I'll just give some random stroke so that it means something instead of a flat area. This is too dark. Maybe a pathway, something like that. You guys are following, right?
Yes, Samitji, it's coming out very beautifully.
Thank you. Okay, I think now these areas are dry now. I can just put very small details. Okay, I think we are most of the things are done now. Now we are just left with few things, right? You see lots of tree trunks and branches here and there, right? There's lots of things that we'll do here to connect this and this shape one with another, right? Also there is one more tree here in this area, right? Those things we'll just put. Okay. Just few lines. just trying to connect this particular area to the background, right? Just few in the form of few trees. Okay, right now, yeah, so there are few in this area, right, that we'll add. You can use more narrow brass, like there are riggers or are very small zero or I think not zero, 000 or something like that. Round brushes are also available. You can make use of those brushes to create such details, but I think this brass has a very narrow tip and this works for me. See, whatever is near to us, then also near to us as well as nearer to the as compared to the previous element, we are painting them over that, right, to give that effect. Let's say this tree is closer to this house, right? That's why I'm putting this tree over that particular house. This small thing you should keep in mind, so that you have those original effect, the effect of depth that we call in the painting. Why am I putting these dots? Can anybody guess, or do you have any idea? At the bottom of this every tree is why I'm putting these dots.
It shows the drip coming from the ground. Otherwise, it just looks like it's floating in the air.
Exactly. Thank you. These are very minute things that we should notice, you know. Okay, mostly we're done now. Some very a little amount of work is remaining now. How to do these snows, those floating ones, this white dots and all, right? We'll just take the directly white. We'll just take directly from the tube this white, and we'll sprinkle over this to create that effect. Something like that. This is too dense. I think I should mix it little water. Pure white, right? Titanium white directly from the tube. Very less amount of water because it was not getting spread. Maybe for little bigger shape, you can just put some more dots. Those snows on the this tree branches. Okay. We can paint few more trees here in the with this white, but very thin line. I have to be careful. These lines are visible? Yes, I guess. Also, you can mix those lines with the background as well. It will give you nice contrast.
Excuse me, sir. Which brush you are using right now?
So this brush is a 6 size of round brush from Princeton. Okay.
Sir.
And this is basically, this hair is a synthetic hair, especially for detailing, right? Where it has a very narrow tip. So synthetic brush works for these cases. But if you're opting for a wasp brushes or bigger brushes, just go for synthetic squirrel. Don't go for synthetic. that has very less capacity of holding water, especially used for detailing work.
So this is a Princeton brand and synthetic brush.
Synthetic, yeah. The hair is synthetic one, round brush.
Yeah, that's Princeton Aqualite, right? Mixer.
Yeah, correct.
But unfortunately, I also hold the same brush, but I don't have the point. I think I
Then
didn't.
you might have bought some bigger size, right? This is a
No,
6
no,
one.
six only. But you're having good point, right? But the
Yeah.
same brush I don't have, so which means that I didn't maintain it properly. I
Yeah,
yeah.
it could be possible. Yeah. Yeah, this is another thing. Yeah, we should maintain our brush very nice, very carefully. Just try to do one thing: wash them properly, clean them properly before you wrap your painting session.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay, I think that's it. We'll not go and put more things here to disturb this. I think this is okay, and I'm quite satisfied with this. Okay, no. Anything else? Yeah, there are few more details we could add. Those are good points. Those electric poles you see, right? Those connecting wires which is going through. These are nice elements to connect the shapes together. We'll add them.
भून चुकी है नमक ठीक है
Okay, I think that will be all for this painting. I'll not do anything else. This is okay. Anything you feel needs to be done as compared to the reference?
Nothing from me, sir. It's really beautiful.
Okay, thank you.